In this podcast episode, Theo sits down with former President Donald Trump for a conversation that spans a wide array of topics, from personal anecdotes to pressing national issues. The conversation begins with Trump discussing his family, particularly his sons, Don and Eric. He shares fond memories of their childhood, including their experiences hunting with their grandfather in Czechoslovakia. He expresses admiration for each of his sons, highlighting Don's passion for hunting and Eric's love for real estate. He also shares a lighthearted moment about his son Barron, who recently graduated high school and is an avid soccer player. The conversation takes a more serious turn as Trump reflects on his late brother Fred, who struggled with alcoholism. He candidly discusses the impact of addiction on families and the importance of avoiding substances like alcohol and drugs. He emphasizes the lessons he learned from his brother, who advised him against drinking and smoking. He expresses a strong belief that if individuals do not engage with these substances, they will not develop addiction problems. This discussion leads to a broader conversation about the opioid epidemic in the United States, which has claimed countless lives and devastated families. Trump acknowledges the role of pharmaceutical companies in perpetuating this crisis and highlights the need for transparency in healthcare pricing. He recalls an executive order he signed that aimed to force hospitals and insurers to publish their prices, a move that was met with resistance from the healthcare industry. Trump's insights into the healthcare system reveal his frustration with the lack of accountability and transparency. He points out that the current system allows hospitals and insurance companies to charge exorbitant prices without providing patients with clear information. This lack of transparency, he argues, contributes to the financial strain on American families, leading to medical debt and, in many cases, bankruptcy. The conversation shifts to the political landscape surrounding healthcare, with Trump criticizing the influence of lobbyists in Washington, D.C. He expresses concern over the power that pharmaceutical companies wield and the detrimental effects this has on public health. He suggests that one way to combat this issue is to implement stricter regulations on lobbyists, particularly those who have previously held government positions. As the discussion progresses, Trump reflects on his presidency and the accomplishments he achieved during his time in office. He highlights the economic growth and job creation that occurred under his administration, emphasizing that he had the best job numbers for various demographics, including African Americans and women. He expresses confidence that the American people want to see a return to the policies that led to this success. The conversation also touches on the current state of the nation, particularly the challenges posed by the Biden administration. Trump criticizes Biden's handling of various issues, including immigration and border security. He argues that the current administration has failed to address the influx of illegal immigrants and the associated crime rates, asserting that his administration had successfully secured the border. Trump's views on immigration are clear. He believes in the necessity of a secure border and the importance of enforcing immigration laws. He recounts the progress made during his presidency, including the construction of the border wall, which he claims was effective in reducing illegal crossings. He expresses frustration that the Biden administration has not continued these efforts, allowing for a surge in illegal immigration and associated crime. The conversation also delves into the political dynamics surrounding immigration policy, with Trump suggesting that the Democratic Party's stance on open borders is detrimental to American citizens. He argues that the current administration's policies have led to an increase in crime and a decrease in public safety, emphasizing the need for a return to stricter immigration enforcement. Throughout the conversation, Trump highlights the pervasive influence of lobbyists in Washington, D.C., particularly in the healthcare and legal sectors. He argues that the interests of these lobbyists often conflict with the needs of the American people, leading to policies that prioritize profit over public welfare. He suggests that one way to address this issue is to implement a loser pays system in litigation, which would deter frivolous lawsuits and reduce the burden on the legal system. The discussion also touches on the political landscape, with Trump acknowledging the challenges posed by the two-party system. He expresses admiration for figures like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who he believes brings important issues to the forefront, despite the difficulties faced by third-party candidates in gaining traction.